Hey, it's Byron Watts here, also known as Coach Life Pro. It's the second day of May, and I just want to reach out, say hello, do some fellowshipping with you, engage, educate, inspire you to take action. Hey, I started my business, Life Pro Benefits Group, LLC, and where we are working with small business owners and overworked HR departments to ease benefits administration, education, and benefits enrollment through their #1 provider of supplemental products named Aflac. All right, so I work with Aflac to really partner with small business owners to help them with their social responsibility to the employees that work for their company, the community that business serves, as well as the community where their employees are coming from. Okay, now, as with Aflac is 95% of my business, all right? But it's really all about relationships and speed dating for the most part, if you can believe that. How about when I ask people, do they know how Aflac works? They say, no, but I've seen the duck, all right? Now, we have a 94%, Aflac has a 94% branding recognition. It's rival with McDonald's, all right? Everybody knows McDonald's, the Golden Arches. Everybody knows Aflac and the duck. But the difference is people do not know what Aflac does. So let me give you a story of what Aflac does. All right. Aflac pays you cash dollar so you can pay your everyday living expenses and cover loss of income if you get sick or hurt and not able to go to work, as well as out-of-pocket medical expenses. Right. We know that the doctor, right, gets paid from our major medical coverage, all right? And normally our major medical coverage is the co-insurance is 80% that your insurance pays, and then 20% you're responsible for paying. And that's where that 20% really causes families some challenges in their financial lives, all right? Because the out-of-pocket medical expenses have been on the rise since 2003. Premium costs have increased since 2003. All right, 80% of increase in those premiums. Now, let me share with you a client that we had. This lady had an accident plan. She was a single parent. This is the story that I want to share with you. What drives Aflac home in the need, okay, and why you want to make sure that you have your HR department, business owner, call me to set an appointment. Okay. We had this client. She single parent, had the accident plan, and she also had a short-term disability as well. The accident plan for her and her son, who was in a car accident, and her son was admitted to the hospital, first intensive care and then into a regular hospital bed. So while we were helping her with the claims, we asked her, hey, what are you gonna do with this claims? All right, and Aflac paid over $25,000 a number of different times. Had a stack of bills like this high. And she said, well, hey, I simply have to pay my bills. Haven't been able to go to work because my baby has been here in the hospital. Okay, so that means I'm not going to work, and that means income is not coming in. All right, so Aflac gave this policyholder $25,000 in her time of need. I'm paying my bills, groceries, and the car was totaled, and so I now have to use some of the money for a down payment for a car. Okay? Now, this is where I help small business owners in the overworked HR departments, okay, help their most important asset, and that's their employees, all right? Because small business owners, they're working hard to keep their doors open, making payroll, all right? And then at the same time, how do you keep an engaged and loyal workforce? You may not be able to pay more money, right? I ask a business owner, how long would you be able to pay your key employee if they were get sick or hurt and not be able to come to work? How long could you pay their salary? Oftentimes what I hear is, Byron, if they're not coming to work and they've exhausted their sick time and vacation time, I'm not going to be able to pay them. All right? Now, how long will your employees stay around when there's out-of-pocket expenses from the major medical insurance is astronomical? It seems like there's no no priority of trying to have a better understanding of how your employees are feeling with their exposure to medical care. Okay, so and what I do, it's similar to speed dating. Really, it's speed dating, if you believe it or not, because a lot of people see the duck but don't know exactly what it is, and they just say it's insurance and say, oh, we don't need it. And so I'm on a crusade to help small business owners and overworked HR departments take care of their most important asset. That's their employees. Oftentimes, each year, the health insurance premiums increases. It could be in the HR director or the small business owner. Small business owner oftentimes is the HR director, receives an email from the health insurance broker letting them know that their insurance premiums have gone up. And then that business owner is calling us saying, hey, we need to figure something out. And so what ends up happening, they increase the deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses to reduce the premiums. Okay? And this is where Aflac comes in. This is where you can use me and my services to help fill in those gaps. I can work with your major medical broker. You have that high deductible plan, guess what? Let's put in a hospital plan there to help offset those costs, that exposure that your employees facing. Okay? Accidents, they happen. Short-term disability, loss of income, I call short-term disability paycheck insurance. These are things that are needed to keep our employees engaged to our workforce. Remember, no one knows how much you care until you show them how much you care. And Aflac is a great way to show your staff how much you care. And it costs you nothing to offer. It's payroll deducted from your employee's paycheck. And then Aflac sends you an invoice a month later. So this is what's called billed in arrears. All right. So I just wanted to reach out to you. If you know anybody that's looking for speed dating, somebody to share, meet somebody, send them my way. I would love to be able to share with them how Aflac works. I would love to be able to share with them the importance of having a licensed insurance professional being involved in your open enrollment each and every year, so your employees can ask those questions to that qualified person. All right. The HR director is not, unless they are a licensed health insurance professional, may not be able to answer all of the questions in conjunction to where you are as an employee. Okay. Now, yes, you are able to have these payroll deducted. There's better rates for payroll deduction. Federal employees, state employees, and postal workers, you got great payroll rates as well. Now, if you are not, if your employer does not want to make this available to you on a payroll deduction basis, the premiums are a little bit more expensive, but it's still awesome benefit to have. Okay, these are benefits for life positive people that take pride in understanding where their gaps are and being proactive in making sure that their benefits are squared away. All right, I'm Byron Watson of Life Pro Benefits Group. You can reach out to me on Facebook, Byron Watson. My username is Coach Life Pro. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, BW Television, as well as like us on Facebook as well. All right, hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. And I'm about to go in here and help a small business with their staff, making sure that they are healthy. I'm going to go in here right now and do some health and wellness testing. I'm going to be working the BMI machine. All right, so some services that Life Pro Benefits Group provides is helping health and wellness testing. Come on the work site and measure your employees' blood pressure, cholesterol, and glucose and height and weight, so they can maybe get a reduction in their insurance premiums. But these are things that people need to know about, all right, so they can make an informed decision when it comes to choosing their insurance, as well as making the right choice when it comes to protecting the exposure that major medical leaves. All right, again, hope you're having a terrific Tuesday, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks.